Hold up, I ain't trying to stunt, man, but the Yeezy jumped over the jump man, the jump man jumped over Yeezy. It was quite easy because the company got kind of cheesy. I mean, it was because of what he said about Young Jeezy, question mark. Well, he said some things about certain people that just didn't gel well, and now the Yeezy is in a jail cell, bro, and it's locked up. It's never getting out. Shout out to my boy Akon. And the question we find ourselves asking, why did Yeezys fall off? They had a steep decline ever since 2022, and it's because of what he said about you. You see, back in 2016, Yeezys were the hottest sneaker around, bro. I don't care what you said. Everybody wanted a slice of the Yeezy cake, and they didn't leave any for Kanye. Comfort and innovation separated these sneakers from its competitors, bro. Yeezy 350s, super comfortable. They used to sell for almost $1,000. Foam runners, comfortable. They looked weird. Yeezy slides, the staple lazy bum shoe themselves, bro. Those also pushed the brand forward. Yeezys got so popular that they were often imitated and never really duplicated, bro, because the brand has such a unique je ne sais quoi, if you will, bro. Kanye was always finding a way to make his sneakers more innovative and weird and push the envelope forward, bro. Did you know that most Yeezy designs are actually inspired by animals? Swallow that. And it's crazy to say that that era of time has ended, bro. 2016 to 2022 was a remarkable time for sneakers. The controversy between Ye and Adidas super exploded into something that really affected the customers at the end of the day. Because guess what? Nobody really won. There's only one loser, and that was us, because we don't get the sneakers that we love anymore. All that hate between those two parties eventually caused the brand to crumble and fall. Now here we are in 2024, and Yeezys are sitting at the Adidas outlet for $100. I've never seen Yeezys sitting in person unless they were at a sneaker resale store, bro. So it's crazy to see that they're in the outlets for $100 when they would sell out instantly on the Adidas Confirmed app. Hell, that was the only reason most of us had the Adidas Confirmed app. And this fall from grace was extremely steep. Some would argue that it was expected because the writing was on the wall for far too long. But before we could talk about the fall from grace, we gotta take a time machine back to 2016, bro. Get your skinny Tiro pants ready, bro. Go ahead and start jerking and whipping and nay-naying. Oh my god, the times are great, bro. I'm gonna get on Yik Yak and post about this. Once upon a time, Yeezy 350 Zebras were considered grails. Yes, if you had those, they were a status symbol. Here's another controversial fact. Yeezy started the hype beast wave. Yes, if it wasn't for Yeezys, all the Supreme, the Essentials, that whole wave wouldn't have been created, bro, because these were the original hype beast sneaker. It was so hard to get Yeezys back in the day, bro. You would have to go on the Yeezy website, get a chance at some 350 Pirate Blacks or some Turtle Doves. Then they dropped the 350 V2 triple pack right there, the Belugas, the Zebras, the Infrareds. You know what I'm talking about, dog. Those sneakers set the wave on fire, bro. It was during this time where people really wanted to be sneakerheads, because it was a time where people that liked music also had a say in fashion. For far too long, it was just the athletes who dictated what sneakers were cool and what weren't. And this wasn't really a part of Kanye's original vision, bro. He wanted his sneakers to be more affordable and more accessible for everybody. So over time, the releases got better and the sneakers got cheaper and more accessible for everyone. Here we are in 2022. 2022 was peak Yeezy era. I don't care what anybody says. This is where everything started to culminate. Ye's vision started to come true. Foam runners were more affordable. They were only $90. Yeezy slides, everybody was wearing them. Everybody in the world owned a pair of Yeezy slides, bro. They were putting Crocs to shame. In this time period, new Yeezys were coming out multiple times throughout the month, bro, and people started to really believe in this brand. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. From 2020 to 2022, Yeezys were Nike's biggest competition on the market. The brand really just started to thrive post-pandemic. I think the biggest sign that this brand was going to be successful was when Walmart decided to copy the foam runners. Everyone said they looked ugly and weird, but one thing about the Yeezy brand, they were never afraid to push the envelope and define what is quote-unquote normal. They were willing to mold that schema and change and challenge our minds. But like with every great peak comes a steep fall, like a roller coaster, and controversy kills. Adidas started to copy a lot of Ye's designs. Look at the slides, look at the Addy foams. A lot of sneakers, including the Ultraboost, were inspired by a lot of the things that Yeezy did, bro. If it wasn't for him, Adidas wouldn't have had its success that it had back in 2022. It was the premier brand for most countries. It was the premier brand in most countries across the world. And, you know, Kanye does have a mouth, and he had an ego, and his controversial opinions did put the brand and its customers in a very compromising position. Enter the court case of the people versus Ye. Adidas began to dislike Kanye's view on the world. He made several triggering comments I don't need to repeat in this video. You can look them up yourself, but it began to rub certain people the wrong way, and a lot of people started to view Kanye as, you know, Kanye. He says stuff like that. Eventually, the brands felt pressure, and the relationship between Adidas and Kanye eventually dissolved. And many other brands followed suit with Adidas. You have Gap. They decided they weren't going to continue their clothing line with Ye, which could have been super popular and really revitalized Gap in the popular market. Everyone began to view Ye as bad for business. And we're in this post Kanye controversy era. This era is like Fallout, bro. It's very dry and barren, and there are a lot of like nuclear waste spots everywhere because war was declared, and we are just the survivors trying to get some scraps. Look, Adidas has decided that they're just going to release all their old Yeezys that they have in stock, which is cool. A lot of people feel like they're going to get some grails, but it also waters down the purpose of these sneakers because it feels like what was isn't what is, if that makes sense, bro. When these sneakers dropped, like the 750s, it was during a time where Adidas and Kanye were cool, but now we're dropping them in this post-traumatic era. It's like, I don't know how I feel about wearing these. On top of that, they're releasing a lot of quote-unquote unreleased Yeezys that Kanye says are fake, bro. And because of his opinion, the sales of these things have begun to plummet, and now people view all Yeezys as bricks. And Kanye has attempted to go in his own direction with the Yeezy pods, but it had its moment in time, but I don't think there are enough releases to really sustain the brand at the moment. So is it possible for things to change? Yes, if Kanye is willing to rebuild, yes, he must rebuild instead of trying to capitalize on what was, bro. Honestly, a lot of those old designs will always be tied to the Adidas and Kanye era. He needs to establish a new normal that will allow people to gravitate towards the brand once again with new designs. Once he does this, he'll bring back new fans and he'll bring back old fans, and people will be very interested in the brand again. And maybe he can release some grails. Maybe he can pull some stuff out the vault, because honestly, people are loyal to Yeezy and Ye more than they were to Adidas. So if he's able to really strike a new match and really bring people back, he might be able to start his own brand, maybe with a new brand, or maybe just do something on his own. To be honest, Yeezys were every sneakerhead's dream, something affordable, comfortable, and innovative. That's not something you get nowadays. But time will be the ultimate test of success, and if we are willing to fight and if we're willing to support what we like, we will get what we want. Maybe. I don't know. But it's up to you to show out and show up.